Hi everybody. Just back from New York, going up there to try to help my brother-in-law get elected to the New York State Senate. Unfortunately, he lost by 11%, but he sure did try, and that's not too bad considering the fact that he only started his campaign in like June and July of this year. So, and don't mind the eyes. Been away from the animals for a week, and now I'm back, and so my eyes are a little swollen. But I wanted to talk to you real quick about how sad I am that amendment 2 here in Florida passed. This, for those of you who are not from Florida, is very similar to Proposition 8 in California, where it's like a marriage rights kind of thing. And I'm very sad by it, and I think that unfortunately the seniors here in Florida are going to find out the hard way what they just voted for. What the seniors don't realize is that they've taken away their rights to live together as a couple. See, we have a lot of the seniors who, here in Florida, who live together as a couple but cannot marry because then they lose death benefits of their former husband or wife, their former spouse. And in order to make ends meet, they live together with someone who maybe they care very, very deeply for, but legally can't marry them because they lose a large chunk of their income and they can't afford to do that. So by voting yes to Amendment 8, they have taken away their rights to live together and have the ability to be with that person, that unmarried partner, during sickness, just general things that you would normally take for granted. And by labeling it as a marriage saver, defining marriage, the original writers intended for it to be a way to take away gay rights, but failed to realize that it has a far more far-reaching problem to it, especially when you have seniors involved. So these seniors don't realize, and they're not going to realize until it's too late, that they've taken away their rights to be unmarried partners here in Florida and have any rights to treat that unmarried spouse, unmarried partner as family. So that's a shame for them. Unfortunately, they're not going to find out until it's too late. I watched, it was kind of weird because I felt this way, you know, before the election, and talked to a lot of people about it. Apparently not enough people. But then tonight I sat and watched Keith Olbermann, and he did a special comment tonight about Proposition 8. And everything he said, you know, was exactly as I felt, and I don't want to repeat everything he said, but I absolutely agree with him, and hoped that people would understand that this is not about being gay. This is not about you know, stopping gay people from being married. I think that's ridiculous. It's about civil rights. It's about the ability to do the same things that everybody else does, regardless of your sexual preference. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. That's none of my business. But I'm really disheartened by the fact that Florida has fallen backwards in regard to civil rights by denying people the right to, you know, do something as simple as visit their loved one in the hospital because they're not married or don't have a civil union. I don't give a damn what you call it. Just give people the opportunity to be as miserable as the rest of us who are married, or as happy. If you're a happily married person like I am, I think it's only fair that we give the other people the right to be just as happy as we are. You know, we took a step forward electing Barack Obama, and I'm very, very proud of America for that. But then there are 3 states, I think it was California, of course California and Florida, and I believe the other one was Arizona, who voted against giving gay people the right to marry and to share their lives together, just as the rest of us do. Keith Olbermann quoted, of course, Matthew, the book of Matthew, in regard to do unto others as you would have done unto you. And he's absolutely correct. People can't be concerned about how God will feel about what somebody else does. That's between them and their God. The same argument I had as far as abortion. I can't tell you what you should and shouldn't do. That's not my right. You're an American. You should be able to do exactly what you want to do without anyone trying to stop you. And that goes for, even the civil rights back when, black people and women didn't have the right to vote. We just need to stop the BS. We need to stop the BS and be able to allow people to have the full rights that they deserve as an American citizen. California had given the right to gay people to marry just like everybody else, and then took that right away on Election Day on November 4th. They took away a civil right of a group of people. And we should be angry about that. We should be angry that either people used what they call morality or what they call their religious belief to take the right away of someone who may not share that religious belief. Not everybody is a Christian, So we shouldn't make everybody have to subscribe to Christian law. It's just like that. I mean, that we're in America. We have the right to have any religion, even if it's my favorite, quote-unquote, Church of the Golden Toenail, okay? We shouldn't be taking rights away from people. And I hope that that those laws will be discussed by people who have some sense and will be repealed. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Everybody should have the right to be who they want to be, love who they want to love, and do the same thing as anyone else in America can do. Thanks for listening.